Never won a race after 383 attempts.
There we are, 16, that'll become 17 as TMK is added.
1978, 1980, 81, 85, 1997.
And welcome in those of you joining us on the DRL UK channel.
The biggest change being the engines, which were changed from 2.4 litre V8 engines to 1.6 litre.
Do say hello in the chat, we'll give you a little shout out, let us know who you think's going to win. And as always, whoever comes out first will get watched for the first lap to set a time. And it looks like a Haas, and it's Ninjas. So 17 on the grid today. Here in Monza, TMK has joined the session but not yet been entered into its car. A few people on their outlaps. So stick with Ninjas as he's first on track, so he'll be setting the first hot lap, all being well. Don't forget folks, at 10 PM it's the second week of Blobby and Baker's Monday nights, where we are off to Jeddah. We've been filling up the grid nicely there, so hopefully we're almost going to be at full capacity. Here goes Ninjas then, the first one to start a hot lap. Takes a bit of curb there, but he's okay. Into the next chicane there, nicely through there. A bit crowded there at turn 1 according to the track map. Hope that didn't impede anybody's lap. As Ninjas continues and up towards the final corner. There he goes, and it's a 1:22.3 for Ninjas. Ninjas sets a 1:22.3. Tari finishing a lap, it is indeed, that's King Kong, and that is a 1:20.5, a big 1.8 seconds quicker, and that is immediately beaten by MK5, who has done a 1:19.7, and in goes Levi with a 1:22, Miller Vanilla with a 1:20.2, and it's a 1-2 for Alpine in the early going. Sainsy with a 1:21.8 for Red Bull. Pleased to see Swanton's back in the Red Bull. Easy Life is back in the McLaren at 1:21.5 for Easy Life. And he will slow right down to get out of the way of anybody oncoming. Simon's done a 1:28, so something went amiss for him on that lap. The other Ferrari, Al Newt, is on his way round and sets a 1:20.7 to go into 4th place. There goes Sloth. He's got a flash of purple there through sector 2. Ferrari off, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe just getting out of the way. It's a 120.9 for Sloth. Levi climbs to third with a 120.3. Scornful Griffin's on his way out, and UJ is on a hot lap. We will of course bring you the championship standings on the little break at the end of qualifying. UJ and Scornful right up there. It's a 121.0 for UJ, and that puts him in 8th place at the moment. Let's have a look and see Scornful Griffin's attempt. Oh, and off goes Scornful Griffin. Scornful Griffin then off, and he's going to have to crawl back round to the pits and replace that front wing. Just lost it on the exit there. So we will go to somebody else, and this is Skippy. Got a bit quiet on track as a few are back in the pits now. Syme is up to second. I missed that. It's a 120.1 for Syme. Breaking the Alpines. 121.0 for Skippy. Goes 8th place in the AlphaTauri. Scornful crawling round, so we will have a look at Smug. And see how he gets on. UJ sets a 119.8. Second driver to break 120. And goes up into second place. We will stick with Smug for now as Scornful pulls back to the pits. And Squill and Smug invalidate. Swanton and Joker are on outlaps, but nobody seems to be on a hot lap at the moment, so we will stay with Swanton for his hot lap. Smug pits, he's going to have another go in a minute. Swanton then, can the Red Bull show some form? It's been missing for a little while. Good to see him back in. Let's see what he can produce. Of course, if you're new to the league, the cars are all on equal performance. So it is just a paint job in terms of the car. No tangible advantage to being in a Red Bull, unlike in real life. But Swanton is going to try and make the most of it here. Round the final corner he goes. And it's a 120.1 and up into third place for Swanton. A good lap from him. Joker is going to come across the line just behind and has beaten it, a 119.9. So the top three now under the 120 mark. Here's your leader, and he has taken some time out of his time, but is pitting. So maybe something went wrong on that lap. Let's see where everybody is. Let's go and see Scornful Griffin again as he starts another attempt here. Smug is also back out on track. The last two now to set a lap. Buddy's Vengeance has joined. He'll just be spectating. He drives only on the Thursdays in the Extreme Championship, I believe. Here goes Scornful Griffin then, up towards the last corner. Is going to set a time this time. But how good is it going to be? It is provisional pole for Scornful Griffin, 119.1, and that's taken a huge chunk of time out of everybody else. A cracking lap from Scornful Griffin, 119.1, and he is on provisional pole position. Let's see how Levi's doing. Half a second. He's managed to find half a second here, Levi, and this could put him right up the order. It's a 119.8, which puts him in third. Smug goes across in 120.5. That puts him ninth, just ahead of his teammate. Let's see how Syme. Oh, Syme has invalidated. We won't see how Syme's doing. What about Skippy? Skippy's up on his time. Let's see how he does through sector 2. Just 4 minutes remaining of the session. Wide, there goes Skippy, and that's going to ruin that lap. You saw him just take a little bit of gravel with him there. MK5 is back on a hot lap trying to get his pole back. Let's see when he gets to the end of sector 2 then. Is he going to be up on his time? He needs a good 6 tenths. He's got, at the moment, just 3 tenths roughly. So can he drag something from somewhere to beat Scornful Griffin's time? He did take a bit of time, MK5, sorry, did take a bit of time off, but not enough And now he's going for a little jog through the shortcut on the first chicane. Naughty, naughty. Here is Joker. Let's see what he's doing. He's currently 5th. And he's improving his time by about 3 tenths. He can and he's invalidated. That is a big pity for him. He had an opportunity there to go back up into the top 3. Scornful is on his outlap, as is Levi. MK5 is 4 seconds down and getting out of the way. He's going to have to rush if he's got any chance of getting back for another one. Because there are only 1.5, almost 1 minute 50 left in the session. So I think TMK might well be done. He'll get round, but has he saved enough battery and got enough fuel for another lap attempt? We shall see. Those who are in the pits, I would suggest, need to be leaving rather sharpishly. Of course, reminded of the infamous incident where everybody tried to leave it to each other and none of them made it, which made a bit of a farce of the qualifying session. Here we go then. MK5 has moved out of the way to let his teammate pass, and he's still slowing. So MK5 is going to be done. Not getting back around in a minute. So he is done. Levi practically the same as his time. Let's see what he can do through sector 2, approaching some traffic. Ran it a little wide. And he's 2 tenths down at the moment. So let's try and go to the start finish line where Sloth is coming round the last corner now. He's preceded by Ferrari. We'll keep an eye on that as well. 10 seconds remain. Sloth goes 120.4, which doesn't improve his position. And the checkered flag is out, so Joker's finished, Skippy's finished. Let's go and see who is where. Here's Swanton. Swanton goes 3rd. 119.7. Scornful improves on the 119.1. Surely he's done enough. MK5's not going to do anything. Levi is... Where's UJ? Here's UJ. Let's stick with him. And in fact, let's keep an eye on Syme, as Syme's a bit ahead on the lap. So Syme goes a 119.9. Now to UJ. 119.2 for UJ. Up to 2nd place. Who else have we got coming round? King Kong hits the checkered flag. Sloth is invalidated. Here comes Al Newt. And it's a 120.7 for Al Newt. Didn't improve on that occasion. Just Levi left. And he didn't improve on his time. So there you have it. It's Scornful Griffin, UJ, MK5 and Swanton, the front 4. I will go through the entire grid and the tyre choices on the formation lap after a little break of 3 minutes, during which time I'm firstly going to go and relieve my fridge of some water, and then I am going to come back and take you through the championship standings. which, if you're watching on the Dynamic Racing League UK channel, will magically appear on your screen. There you have it, Scornful Griffin, pole position from UJ in second, then it's MK5 and Swanson, Levi and Joker, Syme and Easy Life, Miller Vanilla and Smug round off the top 10, followed by Sloth, King Kong, Al Newt, Skippy, Ninjas and Sainsy rounding off the grid. Not sure if TMK is going to be in the race. He may have been in and had a quali ban. He may have not got in. I don't see this information, so you'll have to wait and see on that one. But there you go. That is your grid order, which I will go through once again on the formation lap. So you will shortly see on the Dynamic Racing League UK, you will shortly see the championship standings, which I will come back in a minute and run you through them. See you in a second. Welcome back then to a sunny Monza, where I am quickly going to run through these championship standings, where can I find them? Here we are. Scornful Griffin, pole position, does lead from Ben Lane, who's not in this week. Then it's UJ, Syme, then it's Boris Johnson, who's not here, and MK5, your winners of races. Scornful Griffin 2 wins, Qatar and Belgium, Syme 1 at Monaco, MK5 at Spain, UJ at Hungary, and Boris Johnson opened the season with a win at Silverstone. Red Bull lead the way in the constructors from Aston Martin and Ferrari, with the chasing pack very close indeed. AlphaTauri and Mercedes, Alfa Romeo, Alpine, Williams, McLaren and Haas, all quite close, all within 100 points of the top. And King Kong still has a healthy lead in the Pro-Am, followed by Sloth, 50 Gent. And then it's Sainsy and Skippy next. Here we are on the formation lap then, which I'm glad to see is back, because it gives me the opportunity to sort the settings and to go through the grid and the tyre choices. Bunny's Vengeance is actually in the race. Not sure if that's happened by accident or he's actually racing. But there we go, we look like we have 18 on the grid with Buddy's Vengeance and TMK both taking Mercedes. Scornful then leads us away, he's on medium tyres. The next two behind him, UJ and MK5, are on hard tyres. Then a big bulk of the field are on mediums. That's Swanton in the Red Bull in 4th, Levi in 5th for AlphaTauri, Joker in 6th for Alfa Romeo, 7 is Syme, 8 Easy Life, 9 Miller Vanilla, 10 Smug Git, 11 is Sloth, 12 is King Kong, and 13 is Al Newt, all on mediums. 14 is Skippy on hard tyres for AlphaTauri, 15 is Ninjas on mediums for Haas, 16 is Sainsy on hard tyres for Red Bull, and Buddy's Vengeance is 17th on mediums, and TMK at the back is on hard tyres. We're looking at a one-stop race here at Monza with possible pit stops between lap 11 and lap 17. I will return to the front of the field. And then I will make sure not missed anything there. Excellent. Easy Life was disqualified for parking. Everybody else seems to be okay. Hopefully no glitches. Everybody good, I think. And away we go. Away we go, Scornful Griffin is away well, but UJ has the inside, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes into turn 1, which is always chaos here at Monza. Somebody's gone straight on. That's Levi. He's gone straight on. He's on the grass, and he's going to have to get out of the way here or risk a penalty. He's dropped down back into 10th place. And now King Kong has gone very wide. But everybody seems to have got through here. There's a couple going too wide into the chicane. But everybody seems okay. Buddy's Vengeance is up a couple of places. Ninjas has fallen to the back. TMK got past Ninjas there. Skippy has dropped back. Buddy's Vengeance is already cutting his way through the field and is making a move here on Sainsy. TMK overtakes Skippy. Let's go up the front as Joker and Swanton have got MK5. Joker and Swanton, both of them there. Going past MK5, but Swanton's gone very wide. And MK5 is going to say thank you very much and take that place back. Scornful Griffin leads over the line there from UJ in second. Joker is third. MK5 is fourth. Then it's Swanton, Syme, Miller Vanilla, Easy Life, Levi and Smug rounding off the top 10. Buddy's Vengeance and TMK making moves. The two Mercedes together, they're up to 14 and 15 now. Ninja's timing is glitching somewhat, as he's not a lap ahead of anybody. Smug makes the move on Levi, who's now looking like getting swamped here. He's got Al Newt and King Kong right behind him. Let's keep an eye on Joker. He seems racy at the moment. He's past MK5. And Skippy is out of the race. And we have a virtual safety car. It's a virtual safety car. Levi lost another place there, or 2 places, to King Kong and Al Newt. But we've got a virtual safety car. Skippy's car doesn't appear to be still on the track. So it should be a quick virtual safety car. So Skippy is out of the race and we're down to 17. Lap 3 of 27. Still under VSC. So let's hope everybody can respect the delta. Not receive any drive-through penalties at this stage. And still we sit under the virtual safety car. DRS back enabled and we are racing once again. Swanton getting very close to MK5 on the restart. But MK5 had a bit of DRS to defend with. UJ did not, and Joker is up to second. So the hard tyre runners from second and third dropping now to third and fourth. King Kong has overtaken Smug and up into them, and Smug goes very, very wide and takes out one of those advertising boards, and our Newt is going to drag race him here. Syme is off, Syme has spun, and he gets overtaken by a number of cars, and Smug gets in the wall. Smug's in the wall. Syme has lost a lot of places. Smug in the wall there. Bunny's Vengeance is up to 11th place, overtaking Sloth, who's going to fight it. But Bunny's Vengeance gets the move, does he? He does indeed. Up to 11th goes the Mercedes. Sainsy overtaking TMK there. And Syme trying to go around the outside. And trying to get Sainsy as well. Oh, and contact there. Contact between Syme and Sainsy. And Syme's had his second spin in the last few corners, unfortunately there. He just didn't have the room left for him there. Scornful Griffin has driven off into the distance, 1.5 seconds clear from Joker. UJ and MK5 hanging on to the back of him, as is Swanton. Miller Vanilla's up to 6th. Easy Life is 7th. So it's good for Alpine and McLaren at the moment. Not too bad for Alfa Romeo. King Kong is 8th. Look behind though. Here is Bunny's Vengeance. He's going to ask the first challenge here. He's up to 10th. Now ahead of Levi goes the Bunny. Smug making his way back through the field, and Syme had another little wobble there, maybe contact with Ninjas. We just saw the end of that, but Syme and Smug are back ahead of Ninjas. Let's go to Bunny's Vengeance again, because he's always making a man off, and out is King Kong. Out of the race is King Kong, and we've got a full safety car. This one is a full course safety car. I expect pit stops even this early. You could probably get the hard tyres to the end from here. Let's see who does what. Scornful goes through. Joker goes through. UJ was going to pit and then didn't. MK5 has gone through. Swanton's gone through. And maybe not pit stops. Bunny's Vengeance picks up a speeding penalty in the pit lane. Easy Life is also in the pits, and TMK is as well, and he's going to have to really slow it down because this is a double stack, and it's worked out okay. The double stack, Smug is in, and Sign is in, and Ninjas is in. So the back of the field, rightly going for these pits off. Bunny's Vengeance has gone on to soft tyres, TMK to mediums. So Mercedes are alternate strategizing. The others who pitted did all go to hards and will try and see the race out, which could put Easy Life in a very, very promising position as the first one to box under the safety car. But we will see. Bunny's Vengeance then picking up the first penalty of the day for speeding in the pit lane. He is on soft tyres, so he probably will need to pit again so he can get rid of that. But King Kong was the one who left us there. A DNF for him. And a chance for the others in the Pro-Am to do some catching up. Sloth is 27 points behind, and Selzy and Skippy are also in the hunt. And Bunny's Vengeance pits again, so he's going to get rid of the penalty, and he's going to get rid of the hard tyres, and he's going to go back to last and try last to first again. That's interesting. Oh, Levi's hit Al Newt and Selzy's hit Sloth. There's been carnage here under the safety car. Two drivers have got penalties. Two drivers have penalties, Levi and Selzy. Don't know if anyone picked up damage, but everybody just getting a little bit too close together under safety car. It can happen with slow corners like turn 1 here at Monza. So we'll go to the front then with Scornful Griffin as the safety car departs the scene. Simon's overtaken Smug, but that's quickly been rectified. And Scornful leads us over the line. And back racing on lap 8 of 27. Bunny's Vengeance already getting ahead of Ninjas there. And TMK making a pass on Easy Life. Smug's in amongst it as well. Levi has overtaken Al Newt. Trying to keep up with all the action here. UJ closing in on Joker, but has got MK5 for company. Smug overtaking Easy Life. Not been a good restart for Easy Life, down now in 13th place. The Alpine just ran wide there, but then Swanton did the same, and in the background there was a big off for Levi, a big wobble, going too wide, and Al Newt has reclaimed that position. but they're side by side, and they're both going right nearly the end of the track, and we've managed to get through there just, and Sainsy is off. Sainsy is off and to the back of the field. TMK's up into the top 10 now, but runs very wide. He's gone far too deep and will lose that 9th place back to Sloth. Easy Life going past Smug. Smug's going to try and maybe dive him back up the inside. Easy Life shuts the door. Scornful Griffin leads from Joker, then it's UJ. MK5, Swanton, Miller Vanilla, Levi, Al Newt, who is getting very close to Sloth here, and Sloth goes up the inside of Al Newt. And do they leave each other space? They do, and TMK cannot pick up any pieces. Smug has overtaken Syme. They were battling as always. Those two are never far away from each other. And a bit wide goes Smug there, and that's going to invite Syme to have a run at him, with Bonnie's Vengeance in close attendance. And Smug holds it, does he? Wide on the sausage curbs is Syme. UJ into second place ahead of Joker. Oh, Joker's off. Joker is off. And he's going to have to reverse right out of the way here. Joker is off and having to stay out of the way for the whole field. Swanton and MK5 battling away side by side. And MK5 does stay ahead of Swanton and backs him into his teammate almost. Action everywhere after a safety car restart. Sainsy has got up about 3 places in one corner here. He's past Smug and Syme there. Joker is into the pits after his accident. And he's gone for soft tyres, so it's a gamble for him. Al Newt going ahead of Sloth. While Miller Vanilla gets Swanton. Miller Vanilla up to 4th. Sloth and Easy Life, they're going almost 3 wide with Al Newt here. There goes Sloth through. Al Newt is there, TMK is there, Buddy's Vengeance is there, and Easy Life lost out a bit. And Buddy's Vengeance is going to go for his teammate as well here. Buddy's Vengeance backing out of that one. And he'll have another go with DRS, and TMK goes around the inside of Al Newt, and Buddy's Vengeance does so as well. So Al Newt went wide and lost 2 places to the Mercedes. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, Buddy's Vengeance just dived down a bit. Al Newt arriving late is now over the sausage curb, and he's going to lose the place to Easy Life. Oh, I was expecting disaster there. Al Newt has now rejoined, but has dropped all the way down to 14th. Buddy's Vengeance and TMK continue their march through the field. They are now 7 and 8 and will be net leaders when everybody else pits. So Buddy's Vengeance could, with that double pit stop, have absolutely worked a stroke of genius. And TMK's out! As we spoke about the march through the field of the Mercedes-Benz, TMK falls foul to the commentator's curse. That cost Buddy's Vengeance last Thursday. TMK out of the race, and we have another full course safety car, which this time means pit stops. UJ, Scornful, both in the pits. And both the Alpines, this is going to hurt Miller Vanilla. Miller Vanilla had no time to back off. Buddy's Vengeance goes through and will take the lead. Easy Life takes second. Syme goes up to third. Smug fourth. Ninjas picks up a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And Joker's going to be too far back to get any advantage out of this safety car. Bunny's Vengeance leads. Easy Life is up to second. The pit stop under the first safety car was the play in terms of track position. Syme is in third with Smug never far away from him, as we said, in fourth. Then it's Scornful Griffin, who for no fault of his own has now lost his lead. UJ is in sixth, ahead of MK5 and Miller Vanilla, who didn't lose too much out of the double stack. Then it's Swanton in 9th, Sloth in 10th, Levi in 11th, then Al Newt is 12th, Ninjas is up to 13th, ahead of Samesy and Joker. Joker pitting again and going for mediums to the end, which UJ and MK5 should be able to do without problems also. So, barring another safety car, that could be the end of the pit stops, folks. The front four on hard tyres that are 5-6 laps old, and everybody else on new boots. And Bunny's Vengeance has been disqualified. I'm not sure what's happened here. Maybe he overtook the safety car, but Bunny's Vengeance is out of the race. And his car is going to go into the pit lane to be retired. So he got the last of first challenge. He had the race in his hands, and then I'm not sure if there's a glitch has caused that, or he's overtaken the safety car. But out is Bunny's Vengeance by disqualification. Al Newt and Ninjas in the pits again. And now going to be overtaken by Joker. But we're down to 14 here. And both Mercedes-Benz, after such a march from the back of the field, are suddenly out of the race. And here's something Easy Life didn't think would be happening today. We're coming to the midway point of the race, and Easy Life is the leader. Syme and Smug just in behind, with Scornful Griffin looking on. UJ and MK5 will hope that the medium tyres are racy on the restart. Then it's Miller Vanilla, Swanton, and TMK just leaving after his crash. Sloth and Levi rounding off the top 10 now, with Samesy, Joker, Al Newt and Ninjas, the last remaining runners. We have lost Skippy, King Kong, TMK to accidents, and then perplexingly Bunny's Vengeance to a disqualification. I'm hoping he's going to come in the chat and tell us what happened. Bunnies, if you're watching, what happened? We'd love to know. Safety car will do another lap then, as we've still got Ninjas catching back up after that pit stop. No penalties at all on the board now. All of the speeding penalties. Ninjas is pitting again. I'm very confused by this. I think he's pitted about 5 times. But he's still going. And this may delay the safety car disappearing for another lap. It may not, of course. At the moment then, 1-4 for McLaren, 6-7 for Alpine, and 3-9 for Aston Martin. Those are the three teams, with both cars in the top 10 at the moment. Lap 14 then of 27. And hopefully we are indeed, the safety car will indeed be in this lap. So Easy Life now has the job of dictating the pace. Easy Life will dictate the pace, then Syme will look for an opportunity to take the lead. Smug never far from Syme, they're always battling. Easy Life's not gone yet, has he fully? Syme's right on his tail and might have a run on him here. It was an inexperienced restart from Easy Life, and Syme is going to be up his inside. Easy Life goes wide and there's contact, and there's big contact. UJ and Smug are off all over the place. Smug has spun. MK5 has now got Easy Life round his outside. Syme is into the lead, last week's winner at Monaco. And Easy Life, I think, caused a bit of that commotion. He's going to want to get out of the way of his teammate, I think. That's Scornful Griffin behind him in 4th place. You may well see the McLaren team orders in full force here in a minute. The victims of that one were Smug and UJ as Levi overtakes Sloth. And a caution in Sector 2, and Smug is off at the back. Joker has gone past Sainsy. Scornful does get the pass on Easy Life. Whether that was team orders or a genuine pass, I'm not sure, as I missed it. Smug is off at the back and struggling. Swanton and Miller Vanilla are side by side. And Miller pulls back in behind. Joker is up to 8th, he's racing. Miller Vanilla's looking for a move. Up the inside into turn 1. And nothing doing there. Sloth passing Sainsy for 9th place. Massively important for Sloth in the Pro-Am Championship, now that King Kong, the leader, has crashed out. Swanton getting very close to Easy Life and up his inside, and Easy Life has dropped back now from the lead to 5th place, and it might soon become 6th and 7th place as he's got Miller Vanilla and Levi right on his tail, with Joker not far behind as well. A whole queue of cars forming now behind Easy Life as Joker goes past Levi and up into 7th. He really has been racy off this restart. MK5 has taken the lead. I apologise, I missed it. MK5 has taken the lead. Scornful is right on the back of Syme as well. And Syme is very wide. And Scornful Griffin's going to take 2nd. So Scornful Griffin back up to 2nd place. MK5 leads. Miller Vanilla now overtaking Easy Life. And Joker looking to follow. Sloth looking for a move as well. Levi over the curbing and is smashed into Sloth. Sainsy's been disconnected. A mess there in Sector 1. Sainsy's losing places as he's been disconnected. UJ, for all this, is back up to 8th place. But that one, I think, was on Levi. Going on the sausage curb. Sainsy is back in. Levi on the sausage curb there and definitely hit Sloth. And also picked a penalty up, as did UJ, and now Sloth also. So the 3-second penalties are starting now. Levi, UJ and Sloth all picking up those. That's not going to help them. Here comes Al Newt looking for a move on Sloth. Scornful sets the fastest lap of the race and is trying to get his lead back. Joker overtakes Miller Vanilla, and what a run back through the field this has been from Joker and from UJ. Joker's up to 5th, UJ is now in 7th place. Al Newt overtook the Sloth there for 9th place. There's a lot going on, folks. I'm trying to keep up with all of it. Slime is holding off Swanton at the moment for 3rd. We're on lap 18 of 27. We're 2/3 of the way through. Sloth looking for a move again on Al Newt. Swanton getting very close in behind Syme. Bit of DRS help as well, he might get him hit. Decides against it through this particular corner. Al Newt is up to 8th place. Joker's picked up a penalty, and Swanton is up to 3rd. Syme is 4th, and Joker is getting involved with them too. And Joker's got up the inside of Syme. In fact, Joker set the fastest lap of the race. Not sure if that should stick, because obviously he picked up a penalty during the same lap, but that's one for the stewards. Swanton then in 3rd, ahead of Joker in 4th, and Syme now 5th. Scornful Griffin closing in on leader MK5. Mini battles all over the track at the moment. Everybody involved except poor old Smug, who is running a very lonely race now in 14th. Swanton then and Joker side by side. Swanton keeps the place for now, but for how long? And here comes Joker around the outside, is he? And Joker eventually does get past Swanton. Up into 3rd place goes Joker. Up into 6th goes UJ ahead of Miller Vanilla. Scornful is still chasing MK5 and getting very close to him. This could have big championship permutations. Levi up into the top 10, and Easy Life has dropped all the way to 11th after leading that restart. It's not gone right for him. Smug also not gone right for him either. He is in the pits. So for track position, it may have been the right move to box under the first safety car at the time, but now look at those who did. Smug, Easy Life, Syme all dropping places. Scornful with DRS still too far back. UJ making a move on Syme and up into 5th place. Easy Life making a move. No, he isn't making a move. Levi is in the pits. And Syme went off there, and UJ's got a 10-second penalty. There's carnage here at turn 1 once again. And UJ suffered there. He was climbing up through the field and he's picked up a 10-second penalty. And Miller Vanilla did also. He's picked up a 10. Joker overtaking Swanton once again and back up into third. Scornful this time getting close, but not close enough to the back of leader MK5. Al Newt's going past Miller Vanilla, who picked that 10-second penalty up. A bit of a clunky turn one there, maybe some damage for Miller. As we look through the trees and into the lead goes Scornful Griffin. Scornful Griffin into the lead, but for how long? Look at MK5 closing in on him. Even without the DRS. Look at MK5 closing the gap. Swanton and Joker side by side. Miller Vanilla's in the pits and Miller Vanilla's out. Miller Vanilla's out of the race. And that may have been a pit and quit, unless he hit the pit wall. But Miller Vanilla's out of the race. And we are down to 13. Scornful Griffin has retaken the lead. MK5 is in second. We've got a big gap back to Joker. Then it's Swanton, Syme, UJ, Al Newt, then Sloth, Easy Life and Sainsy. UJ again coming up to the back of Syme. Miller Vanilla's car has come back onto the track. Smug sets the fastest lap of the race from the back. MK5 getting close to maybe making a move back for Scornful Griffin. Seems to have more outright speed on the straights. UJ has got Syme once again. We're going to stay with the leaders on this occasion. Swanton still very close behind Joker. And UJ has got Syme, who is now in 6th place. So 1-9 for McLaren. Not a double points finish for Alpine as Miller Vanilla has gone. 6-7 for Ferrari. And of course 4-10 for Red Bull, who currently lead the Constructors' Championship. We will go back to the battle for the lead as MK5 is not giving up on this. Lap 23 of 27 is about to finish. Swanton needs to stick to the back of Joker. 3 seconds the penalty there. UJ is going to lose quite a bit with 13 seconds of penalties. MK5 following Scornful Griffin very closely now, having a look. These two are clear of Joker in 3rd place, who at the moment will lose that podium spot to Swanton if he can't make a 3-second gap appear. A hugely eventful race here at Monza, and it's all to play for in the final 4 laps. Here comes MK5, having a look. Is he almost pushing him through the corner? Is he going to get a good run out of it? Maybe he is. He's going to have a look up the inside, is he? He bides his time, waits for the DRS. Here he comes, surely this time. Down in towards turn 1. I think he must have turned his DRS off prematurely there. Maybe a double tap. But still, he cannot get past. Joker is closing the gap to these two, but not yet opening enough of a gap to Swanton to retain the podium place. But there are still 3 laps to go. MK5 doing everything he can to try and win this race. But Scornful is right there in front of him and not giving him any chances at the moment. Here he comes again, very close. Is he going to get a better run this time? Down the straight. Looks to the inside. Joker's taken 2 seconds out of this gap, and he could be joining the party before the end of this race. It could be a 3-way go before the end of this race. MK5 must be sick of the sight of the back of that McLaren. He cannot find a way past. We've got 2 laps remaining. Elsewhere, Joker is closing in, but probably not quickly enough. Swanton is holding nicely and will get on the podium if he continues to do so. UJ will drop 4 or 5 places with 13 seconds of penalties. Syme, Al Newt, Sloth and maybe Easy Life and possibly Sainsy all looking to jump an extra spot up. Ninjas is chasing Sainsy and in fact overtaking Sainsy as I speak, up into 10th place. Ninjas and Sainsy right going at it. Easy Life picks a time penalty up, and that's going to hurt his chances of jumping UJ. Final lap begins. Has MK5 got anything left to try to get past here? Swanton has closed back into Joker, whose late run at the front too seems to be petering out. Swanton just half a second back, knows he can just sit there as long as he doesn't pick a penalty up himself, and that'll do for him. Ninjas picks a time penalty up. Off the road there was MK5, who's getting desperate now. I'm not saying anything with regards to the result until they cross the line, because the commentator's curse is real. Scornful Griffin then leads down the last sector of the race. Down to the last corner he goes. And MK5 had a little wobble there. That's the end of that for him. And Scornful Griffin wins in Italy from MK5 in second. Joker comes home third, but Swanton was glued to the back of him and takes that podium spot. UJ finishes in 5th, which will soon become 6th and 7th and 8th. Easy Life will come home in 9th place ahead of Sainsy, who takes the final top 10 spot. Then it's Ninjas in 11th. Levi will come home in 12th, and your final finisher in another 30 seconds-ish will be Smug. But it's a win here in Monza for Scornful Griffin, who will extend his lead at the top of the championship with Ben Lane not racing today.
One of the longest broadcasted races.
MK5 taking second place, and Swanton, a great return for the Red Bull driver, back on the podium in third. Al Newt is your driver of the day, according to the game. So let's take you through the final standings then. The classified result, as it were. Before then, I have a quick look at getting ready for the race tonight in Blobby and Baker's League. So Scornful Griffin, your winner from pole position. It wasn't all plain sailing, but he got there. MK5 finishing in second place for Alpine, ahead of Swanton for Red Bull in third. Joker, a great drive from him to come through the field, but a penalty cost him the podium. He finished fourth. The Ferraris fifth and sixth. A great showing from Al Newt and from Syme. Sloth finished in seventh and made up some ground in the Pro-Am Championship on King Kong, who crashed out. UJ drops to 8th with those penalties. Easy Eye finishes in 9th, having led at the safety car restart. Sainsy finished 10th for Red Bull. Then it was Ninjas, who was in the pits 4 times, finishing in 11th place. Levi finished 12th. Smug got the fastest lap of the race, but was your final finisher in 13th. Your DNFs were Miller Vanilla, who I think pit and quit, TMK who crashed, King Kong who crashed, Skippy who crashed, and Bunny's Vengeance, who was disqualified for a strange occurrence under the safety car. That is it from Blobby Butler and DRL UK DRS for tonight. I will be back at 10 PM with Blobby Mondays, where Mrs. Blobby will make her first appearance. And then, of course, after a little couple of days in Switzerland, I will be back on Thursday, back to Monza for DRS Extreme at 8 PM, and then 10 PM off to Abu Dhabi in Prospects Tier 4, where I'm actually picking up points for a change. So thank you very much for watching. Twitch.tv/Blobby_Butler. Dynamic Racing League UK, no spaces. I've been Blobby Butler. This has been DRS at Monza. Scornful Griffin, your winner today. Good night for now.